Our next speaker accomplished in the Oregon Assembly what we were able to accomplish in the Senate 2 years ago. He turned it blue, and he did it with a great deal of acumen and knowledge about how to win in places that had traditionally been red.
5 years ago, I was very frustrated with the paralysis in Oregon. In Oregon, I was beating my head against the wall on health care, on education, on civil rights, on education, on the environment, and on consumer protection. And I talked with Mary and I said, you know, there are two things I can do. One is we have a citizen legislature. I can focus on my job, not run for re-election. We'll raise our kids in a much saner environment. And the other option is I can quit my job and plunge in wholeheartedly and try to break this paralysis so that this state can move forward. And Mary backed me up, and I chose to resign my job and to focus, to dive in. I was elected Democratic leader because I just wasn't ready to give up on Oregon. And last year, we had the most progressive, productive session in the United States of America as a result, in each of those areas, in education, in health care, in civil rights, in consumer protection, in the environment. But here's the thing. Oregon can only go so far. Any of our states can only go so far if our nation is profoundly off track. And just as the Oregon House was paralyzing government, so is the challenge in the U.S. Senate today. We do not have a working majority that can get the 60 votes needed to move bills to the floor of the Senate. That's why I'm running for the U.S. Senate, because we need that working majority to be able to work with Barack Obama, end this war in Iraq, create affordable, accessible health care for every single child, restore an economy with living wage jobs, create an energy policy that doesn't make $600 billion for oil companies and leave us with $4 at the gas pump. People understand that we need a smart energy policy for the foundation of this nation and our economy down the road, and that we need to invest in education. We need to restore the integrity of the United States of America at home and abroad.